Welcome, welcome. Diamond Billiards and the Dorsey family presents the American 14-1 Championship. This event is brought to us by Ivan Lee, Simonis Cloth, and Airman Balls. Our patron sponsor is Q and Case and Lacassi, along with other sponsors Kamui, Lights Out Clothing, and Predator. This event would not be possible without promoter Peter Burrows and the committee members Andy Lincoln, Michael Frank, Darren Frank, and myself, the tournament director Megan Ford. Inside Pool TV brings you this matchup against David Alcaide from Spain and Mr. Brandon Shuff from Virginia. Gentlemen, you may lag for a break.
Wonderful, Megan. All right, go ahead, guys.
Hey, this is Dan Baruti calling, announcing from the American Open in Midlothian, Virginia, and we're looking at the game of straight pool, and it's well. Let me get my partner on this one. This is Dr. Bob Mendentian, and Bob, who's playing today?
Looks like we have a match between David Alcaide and Brandon Shuff.
Okay, Brandon being a local favorite, and David walking all the way from Spain. I was wondering why his shoes were wet.
Both really good players. They're in this. They're seeded 8th and 9th, so it promises to be a pretty good match.
And this is a sudden death situation. It's the single elimination round. 150 points, I believe.
Yeah, it's
All right.
150-point games.
And we're broadcasting from Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, the host room, and one of the proud sponsors of the event.
That's the best break I've seen in this whole tournament so far.
Yeah, nothing looks dead.
And you didn't leave any shots. Usually you leave a one of those balls.
Well, what do you think? Take a scratch, come off the 11, and come around for a safety?
Yeah, I think he's going to play off the 11. That's what I would think. But that's not what he's aiming at.
He's coming off the 3.
Oh, boy, he hit it good, except for he has a chance to scratch in here. And he did.
Yeah.
But he hit it nice and thin.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing anyway.
And he didn't leave a shot, which is what a safe is supposed to do.
Right, right.
The scratch here isn't even relevant. I didn't get a chance to play on the diamonds. They have a bunch of nice-looking diamond tables.
I didn't get to play on them this year.
Yeah. Simonis Cloth, very nice. The balls, very nice. Arameth and Simonis, both sponsors for the event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a really nice pool room. Well, I don't think he, he doesn't have to hit anything on this. I don't know if he's going to move balls because.
Well, this is a mistake.
I think that I would just put him back in that same corner where he just had him.
Yeah, right where he just walked.
Yeah,
where he scratched.
Usually, if somebody doesn't like where you put him before, you put him back where you put him. I think.
He's going
but
up and down the
he's
table,
going to hit. He's hitting the ball, and that's a mistake here. I think.
This is a big mistake.
Gosh, he missed it, and it's really a bad mistake.
Yes, as opposed to a good mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he shouldn't have gone anywhere near the rack. He should have taken a foul and left the cue ball up in the upper right-hand corner.
And I think the worst thing, he fouled too. I mean,
and he fouled.
He fouled too. If you're gonna.
He didn't leave a shot. I don't think.
Oh yeah, he left that 11 ball. I think. Don't you think?
It?
I think so. And if he can see the ball on the side. Can he? I don't know.
Yeah.
Then if he didn't leave either one of those, then he did get pretty lucky.
Well, let's take a look from a different angle. Let's see from table 4 if he has the ball in the side.
My guess is he can shoot that 11. I think that's what he's shooting.
Yeah, he has it, and he come up and.
Oh, he hit it short. I don't know.
Just a little short for the 8 ball.
Well, he must be able to shoot it.
He got it.
He did. Brandon's a good player,
Yeah.
good shot maker.
And this is his home room, so he's going to be more familiar with the table.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know
Well,
that this is his home room.
I don't know
or he lives
exact-
in the area anyway.
Yeah, I think he's in the area.
He's
played here a
very
lot.
familiar with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge help.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? He's got the combo, 13-4. Nice. All right, he's got clear running. He's got a problem with that 7 ball and a problem with the, what is that, the 12 on the left-hand rail?
I can't see any. Oh, the 12 on the rail? I think that's going to be his, don't you think that's going to be
Well,
one of the last balls to shoot?
Yeah, no matter what it's going to be, I look at it as a problem because
Oh.
it's on the rail.
Yeah. With the 3 ball in its spot, I think that's his break shot, and I think that's a perfect ball to be left towards the end. The only problems he has are just jumbling these balls a little bit, like that 2 and what is it?
9?
No, the
One?
2 and 10 maybe, or 2 and 12.
Yeah.
Those balls don't go, I don't think, in any pocket right at this moment. So he has to move them a little bit. Hard to see.
Take a look at camera.
Oh, I guess they're open enough.
Yeah, he might be able to get to them.
Yep. So that's okay.
Let's get back on.
Even if he couldn't, this is pretty easy. He can nudge them right now.
There you go. That 7's off the rail, so I guess he can handle that.
Yeah, this angle's a little bit better to see. So what do you like here? Do you like finishing those 4 balls in the bottom, or do you like going up top to get those 2 balls from here?
Well, you know, I think he's going to have to address the 2 balls up there sooner or later. So might as well,
do it now. I kind of like to do it right away. Some
Yeah.
guys like to just finish the bottom.
They come back to haunt you.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. It is kind of Halloween time, isn't it? Oh no. That's.
So he thought he was going to slide off of that ball.
And he didn't need to hit those.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
when you
maybe
don't-
he couldn't. You know, we can't tell from here exactly how close the 2 and the 10 were to each other.
Well, but even if they weren't able to pass, I like going forward to the end rail and getting the
Coming back
5
up.
ball for the
Yeah.
right angle rather than doing that.
I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well,
You're a
I'm
very
not going
harsh
to.
man,
I am
Doctor.
not very sympathetic here. Well, you know as well as anybody, Danny, that when you don't hit the balls the way that they're supposed to be hit, then you're going to suffer.
That's why I'm sitting in the booth right now and not playing.
That's
Yes.
exactly why I'm here too. I've done all suffering I can take. Well, he's got a tough shot here. I mean, I don't know any way around it. You probably have to just hit that 1 ball, right? I don't.
I can't tell at all. What he's
Unless
got
you can
here.
that cut 3, and I don't think you're going to shoot anything else.
He could just touch the cue ball since David was on a scratch.
Well, yeah, that's a good. That may be his best play, because that would be torture, and straight pool is about torture.
No matter which end you're on,
Exactly.
winning or losing, could be difficult.
I don't think he's thought about that, because that is probably the best move. Oh, he's going to shoot at the 15. This is really, I don't like this either.
Yeah. I don't know.
If I'm a,
Yeah, you got to like the other guy.
Yeah.
Don't catch the ball. Let it go. All right.
well, you were right. That taking a foul right then was probably the best thing you could have done.
Yeah.
Well, I watched him play a little bit yesterday, this David Alcaide. I'd never seen him before. I've heard his name. And he shoots the balls. He shoots the balls properly.
Yeah.
Not just well, but
there are a mass of good young players in this tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
really strong.
Yeah.
From all over Europe.
The Europeans play a lot of straight pool,
Yeah.
and they're real good at it.
I would name a few, but I would butcher the pronunciation. So
Yeah. I think there's like 2 or 3 Polish guys that are in it that are very good.
Nico
The-
F. I can't even pronounce his name. It's got 11 vowels in his name. I'll have to work on it.
This tournament certainly had a huge international flair. There's a couple Russian players, right?
Yes, there are. Russia,
and they're
Poland,
very good.
Germany, Denmark, Philippines,
Yep.
Spain.
Yep.
Nico Economopoulos.
Oh, he's Greek. Yeah.
I hope so. With that name.
Yeah, he's been in World Nine Ball Championships before. I've seen
He's a
him.
fine player.
He's a very good
Yeah.
player.
He just won his round, by the way. And getting back to the game, David has really moved the ball around nicely to clear most of the position, and he's going to take your advice, which was to play the 12 ball.
Well, he's a pretty
That's
smart.
the key ball.
He's a pretty smart player, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Now, the trouble with the ball on the rail, if you don't get pretty straight on it,
Yeah,
you've got zero.
You can have problems.
Yeah.
No question about it.
And that's why I consider that a problem. And I know it has a relationship to the break shot here. I get it. I liked it better when the one was there.
Right, me too.
When you had to lead
But
into
He
it.
took that one right off the first shot.
Yeah. Then you could at least drop the cue ball down to the rail.
But he really has a pretty easy way to get here. It's not. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks real easy.
Well, it doesn't look easy from there.
Yeah, it's easy if you're playing a 3-cushion bank from here. It's
Well, you know, he didn't want to roll that ball, and I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
know.
why. You know, it didn't look like it was that tough. But I'll
Right.
tell you what does look tough is this.
this shot, yeah, on the diamond table. Yeah. Diamonds will keep you honest. Beautiful tables, though. They will keep you honest. All right, so after one rack, the score is something to something else. I haven't figured it out yet with the scratches. Should have a score sheet here. And we don't. But we'll straighten it out and get you a score in a little while. I'm sure
Well, you know,
somebody
it'll be tabulated in just a minute.
Uh-huh.
I imagine we'll know in just a couple minutes. But I'm thinking like 10 to 3, something like that.
Brandon made
Or
only
10 to
about-
2,
let's see.
6 to 5.
6 to 5. Yeah, there are 2
Okay.
scratches for
All right.
Brandon and 1 for Alciade.
All right, that sounds. Well, that sounds right.
Alcaide, David Alcaide. I wanted to get the pronunciation straight, so I asked him. And
That is
now let's see.
Say his name.
Alcaide. No, I forgot.
He messed it up anyway.
Oh, no, he's making a big mistake here. Once again, he's got Brandon on a foul, and either he doesn't remember, or he just doesn't know. You don't try to take the scratch and go up table. This is a major mistake.
Although, no, I don't like this.
No, this is a horror
I
show.
really don't
here.
like this.
Yeah. Now, what did he accomplish? Nothing.
He left the shot. Is what
No,
he did.
He saved the point.
No, he left the shot.
What-
I think that ball is out in the open.
What can you do with it?
Well, nothing. But the
Nothing.
point is, if
Let's go to
he
camera
had
4.
the potential of leaving it. You know, you don't know. He might be able to spin this with inside English and hit those balls, and you don't know it.
Well, I'm saying he didn't do anything positive for himself by playing that.
Or
safe.
when he clears that ball, the other ball coming this way might be dead. I mean, there's all sorts of bad things that
Just
could.
so we're on the same page, are we both arguing that David played the wrong shot?
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay,
it.
that's what we're both
That's what we're
saying.
doing.
Okay. You're used to patients that don't talk back, being a
You
veterinarian.
read a different book than me.
See, now had he taken the scratch up to, it's
Mute
probable
now.
that he had forgotten
Yeah.
that Brandon was on a scratch.
It's possible they've forgotten, but it's also possible. You know, the players straight pool is so out of tune for them that they don't necessarily
Think
remember. You know that you could do that. But David being Spanish, the European players do play a lot of straight pool. A lot of it is straight pool has become more and more offensive minded, though. So the safety play
Yeah.
has become not quite obsolete, but close.
Well, of course, it's just possible he just doesn't know it.
That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Basically what you.
yeah. Exactly. We're arguing again.
Yeah.
We like doing that. Keeps everybody on their toes. Well, I think he's stuck again. This could be one of those grueling matches that is rack by rack. Diamond tables generally don't let you run as easily,
Yeah, that's right.
and so far the flow has not been
Flowing.
flowing.
Maybe we get Roto-Rooter as a sponsor. Yeah, Buddy77 agrees that the safety was horrible. That, yeah.
Hey, we got something right, Danny. That's good.
Yeah. All right. Nice safe there. He played the cue ball to come around and he buried him on the bottom. See if he tries to shoot his way out of this or just plays safe off that black ball to the right. Is that the 2 or the 4?
I think he can hit the 8. Can he hit the 8 straight? And
Is that the
stop
ball
it
to
there?
the right, to the far right?
The far right is the 2 or the 4. I think it's the 2. But the one in the stack that's separated a little bit.
The one in the stack that's to the right, the dark ball.
Yeah,
that's the 4?
that's the 8 ball, I think. That's the 8 ball.
Okay.
And why wouldn't you just hit that and stop?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He plays
Okay.
safe off that
I
ball.
thought you were talking about the far right, the 2 ball, which would make it a little bit tougher to bring it back down.
No, I'm not looking at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the right shot.
Unless he's just looking to shoot out.
He also, that little combination of the stripe there, he might be able to hit straight at that and
Stick it.
stick it there. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad play.
You don't know if he cleared a 4 ball.
I can't tell, but I think he can. These are hard images to get at, but yeah, he can.
He could definitely stick the 8, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, he's playing it. He's going north.
Wow. Now, see, on the Brunswicks, this is a pretty easy shot, but on this it's missable.
If you took the rails off the table, it's not an easy shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked pretty easy from here.
I stand corrected. Put the rail back on the table.
Well, we'll see how his play is from here, because now he has something to work with.
Yeah.
Looks like he's. So you think he's going to go into the balls right here? I don't think that 3 ball goes, or maybe it does. If the 3 ball goes, he probably has to shoot that as going into the rack.
Yeah.
But he might go
I
into
think
the rack
you go
right
into
here.
the rack right here. You got to kill the cue ball too. It serves 2 purposes.
Yeah.
Got to hit him and hope.
Well, yeah, the 5 ball is.
That was a nice little
hopefully
break.
you could play it in the side or the corner, depending on how you ended up, and he ended up perfect.
Notice how he didn't slam that.
Yeah, it wasn't a full rack, and he didn't have to whack it.
Okay, now I'm arguing with Dr. Bob Mendengian, and I'm Dan Baruti. We're in the booth here, and we're seeing this guy for the first time. This is Alcaide. That's egregious on my part, not knowing the full pronunciation, the correct pronunciation.
Yeah, we apologize that we're going to butcher names, and hopefully we don't insult anybody. Um, so which ball do you like to break with?
Probably
the 3 or the
thir-
13?
I like the 13 because he's going to use the stripe ball as the key ball, and I would say that that leads into it. But he could be changing.
Oh
here.
boy, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I like to clear those bottom 2 balls after
Yeah,
with that,
I know.
but somehow or another, that's not the way that a lot of players are playing this. And maybe he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna
Going
do.
to swing around from here. Play the 1 to the 3 or the 13, and then use the bottom 2 to set up.
Right. Yeah, he's probably gonna hit the 4 last, maybe the 6, but I don't know. I'm not that keen on that. He's shooting the 13. He likes the 3 better.
Yeah.
I agree with you, though. I like the 13 better.
Well-
I like it for more than just the fact that other stripe sets it up. I also like it that just being a little bit further away from the rack, the cue ball gets a little bit more driving, and so I like that better. But no question, you can break the balls with this
Either
ball.
one's a good break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
There's no question. But I mean, if I have my preference, I like it to be just a little bit further away from the rack than
Yeah.
that.
All right. Got through that fairly well. Well, that was a good rack from Mr. Alcaide. Got himself a nice, juicy break shot.
He started with a nice shot tee. That 8 ball
Yeah, that
was
was
a good shot.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad save by Brandon. He just came up with the shot.
Yeah.
There he goes.
I think he ran like 130 something the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you already say that?
No,
Okay.
but I'll take credit for it.
All right, good.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 100-point games, but if you were on a good run, they let you finish your run.
What was the cutoff number? If you're running out, you can continue the run?
Yeah, if you were more than 50 by the time you reached 100,
Oh.
then you could keep on going. And so they were. What is the score? It's 20-5.
20-5. I got a train to catch. Goodbye. Oh, it's 20. The score. Yeah, 20-5.
Yeah,
for between
David.
Scratches.
Alcaide is ahead 20-5. We'll try to be better about keeping that up. Have people been yelling at us for that? Probably.
I've been looking at the screen. I haven't seen too many people asking about the score because they could see the score on the same screen we're looking at.
Oh, good. That's good to have that.
We're up on.
But it's in pretty small print. I mean, I can see it, but it takes me to squint my eyes. Of course, Danny has better eyes than I do.
I got a better optician than you.
Yeah. Oh, good. So he wanted to bump that ball, but didn't end up optimal.
Well, one of our sponsors over here, Lights Out Clothing, I've noticed a lot of players wearing it, and they look fairly comfortable in it. Look a little sporty also, thanks to Lights Out Clothing. AB 1980-1, there's a scoreboard on the screen. So anybody who's asking me for the score, just look at the screen on the upper right. And the score is there. It's usually on that screen. We've been switching around a little.
That's perfect. He played for that 10 ball and he's going to bump these balls.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to do much, just bump it. But I really like that 15 ball now as the
Of
best
course, yeah.
best shot.
Yeah.
And to me, I like shooting the 14 or the 8 next. But I don't know what David's going to do. Yeah, he could stop it and shoot the 4 on the side too.
Come down, pick up the 8.
He
guess.
liked the 8
That's
as
the
well.
answer to that. I
That's
don't like
good.
that angle he got.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to work with this. He almost hamstrung himself. Leave it on the rail or come out or create more of an angle. Oh.
So some people like to shoot the ball that's at the head of the table last. I'm really not crazy about that, but
Yeah, Tony Robles.
there's a
will
lot
do
of guys that
that.
like that.
Yeah. Well, you're not going back and forth, so it does have one saving grace.
Right,
He's
right.
going up table now.
He has no choice.
No, wait a minute. Now I don't know that.
Oh, I know that.
Well, he could play that. He could pot that strike ball right there.
Oh, brother, he's not shooting that shot. I'd almost bet the farm that he's not shooting. He's going to shoot the 2 in the side and
I wish
roll
I
up
had a
table.
farm to bet.
Yeah, me too. But, but I'm telling you, he's shooting the 2 in the side. And while you're going up table, you might as well shoot that ball that's up there. I
Yeah,
think.
if he can control it, it's a thin cut.
Oh, he could draw it and get on the left side of it, or he can spin it with inside and go on the other side of it. It's not that thin, but he wanted to fire at it.
Well, he couldn't hold it for the
Oh,
ball.
he could too have. I'm telling you, he could have. Well, it's
15, 14, pick up the 11. Coming for the ball stripe one right now, that blue stripe one, dark stripe one right now.
hey, he went to go into those and he didn't have to.
He's dead.
I don't.
Well, he's got to come up with a shot there. So
Well, he
it's not-
didn't need to
not
go
quite
into
dead.
that. He could have just played to the bottom
I
rail and
agreed.
shoot the 11 in the side pocket.
I agree with
But
that.
he decided not to do that,
Yeah.
and that cost him.
Yep.
And it's going to cost him. Well, he's got to shoot the 15, and he might make it, and everything will be okay. But you know, this is not the easiest way to play straight ball. You certainly like your shots to be 2 feet away and straight in. And there you
There
go.
goes a break. Well, no, now it's a break shot to the side pocket.
Oh, then it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's the way you want it. Well, that's why he saved that ball up top, because that makes it a whole lot easier
Now
there.
that's the key ball for the side pocket
Yeah,
break shot.
so it makes perfect sense to me as well. He's going to get there, and sometimes racks just don't play right, and you have to, you know,
Yeah, Irving Crane said sometimes the balls
Scramble.
don't let you play right.
you have
This
to.
is not a big angle he's got to work with.
He's just going to go to the rail.
All right. No. Now he's on the rail. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to go right to the rail. Anyway, you do have to. You end up having to scramble sometimes, and he's going to have an angle though, Danny. He's going to have a nice angle.
It's hard to keep shooting off the rail. Sooner or later, you're going to get bit in the you-know-what.
Now, I'll tell you, he already just made that 15 ball like it was a hanger.
Yeah.
So this is a hanger.
Yeah.
And the cue ball must have
He
something
just put
on
the-
it.
Yeah, he put the cue ball in his pocket, and he's pulling out a rabbit.
Hey, were you at
Switching it
the
with a white furry rabbit?
were you at the World Championships? You were at the World
Yeah.
Championships,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And they would do that
Every shot
virtually
almost.
every rack,
Well,
and then
hey-
pretty soon
Yeah.
it got to be like 3 times a rack.
Yeah. It was a lot. I was the final match. I did the whole 6 hours with Strickland and
Mika?
Yeah, that was brutal.
And I almost think that they have to say that you could do it once per rack, and that's it, because that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It really does drag out the game.
Sure did. It might have been the chalk they were using. I'm not sure what it was.
I don't care what it is. You can't. You just gotta put a limit to that. 'Cause I watched racks where they did it 4 times in a rack.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times. Not to mention, some guys do it as a move. Hoping that the ball changes just a hair, and maybe your shot becomes a lot easier. I just don't like it. It's not. Can you imagine Irving Crane asking 4 times in a rack?
No, never. He probably never did.
Or watching, if you were Irving Crane sitting and watching somebody else ask 4 times in a rack.
Well, I mean, Crane grew up in an era where they played with clay balls. I mean, come on.
Right, but my point is, it's just not.
Oh, look at this
not the way
save.
it was played.
This is the bad roll of the tournament, maybe. This is one of the worst rolls.
I think he still has a shot at that ball, don't you?
Yeah, I think Amelia Earhart is going to land at Ronald Reagan Airport tonight.
Well, you never know. Well, so it's 34-5 at the beginning of this rack, and even though it looks worse on this view.
Yeah, he's got nada here.
Yeah. It looks worse. I thought the 5 was higher up, and he had to cut it the other way, but now
That's a 3.
Whatever it is.
It's
3.
not whatever. It's the 3.
All right.
Here we go. He's got to kick it.
It's the 3. Well, what else does he have? He can't play safe here.
Wow.
Yeah. That's easier than you might think, but it's still not a good percentage.
It looked like the last act of a desperate man.
Well, it is.
I wouldn't care if it was the second act
if
of
you play a
Henry
fair amount of one pocket, you like that shot. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but this ain't one pocket. You don't get rewarded for leaving a ball hanging.
I didn't say it was a good shot.
Oh. That's a nice shot. Nice soft touch. Very nice.
So this one here, I think he's gonna go around the back of the rack here, where he's gonna go inside English. He just drew it.
Yeah, punched it a little. Didn't have to obliterate it.
Yeah.
And keep chipping away at this rack. Safely, rather. All right, try and get on the 4 ball to get in there a little bit more. Maybe engineer a shot at that 5 where he gets right. Well, I think he got to get rid of the 14, the 10 ball.
He could just.
The 10 and the 14 have to be dealt with right away. Maybe a little too much.
I can go right into the 2 from here.
Whoa, does he have that 9?
Yeah, he's good.
It's pretty exciting stuff. A little, just a fraction of an inch. He doesn't have that 9.
Well, then he has the 13.
Yeah, but he's shooting over a ball and you're taking out the key ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not ideal, but you're, in the scheme of things, it isn't terrible.
No, I get it. It's not pancreatic cancer. I get it. But I'm just saying
Danny's pretty melodramatic here.
No, I understand that this is not the biggest problem on earth right now, but
that 11-1 looks dead coming back this way too. You don't have to shoot it, but it does look like it's.
You spin this up and come up the middle. That's a good play right there, because you get rid of that 2 ball, which really serves no purpose. Now we can just pick off the rest of these. Play off the 2-7 and then pick up those other 4 balls before the 13.
Yeah, you have to shoot the 2 first here. And you have 3 balls that you could play for after shooting the 2.
There we go.
He's going to shoot the 1 here.
Yeah, that clears up the.
And come
the
back 2
other
rails back
balls.
to the middle.
Now those 2 balls go in the other pocket.
They
The
go. They
11,
go.
12.
I think that they still go in this one, don't they? No, maybe they don't. Man, it's hard to see. That view is not.
Let's get a different camera angle here, and that's pretty clear now.
Yep.
$13 is definitely being left for the end,
Yeah.
for the key rather. Yeah. Now it's hard to say if he's going to play the 15 in the side first and then the 8, which is not bad, or the 8, but you can't tell what kind of angle he has on the 8 to come back for the 15.
It's hard to see from here. He's going to play the 15 on the other side.
Nice. He had a little throw. You see, he could have slow rolled that, got a better angle on this ball. Now he's got to go up and down. If he had brought the cue ball forward a few inches, he wouldn't have to travel up and down the table.
Which is going to cost him.
Yep. If he misses.
Right.
One of these guys is going to have a shot after this.
Right. he is going to hit the rack.
Somebody's going to have a shot.
You don't have to worry about your angle. You're going to go into the balls.
Okay, let's take a look at this score. It is.
But I actually think, I mean, that even a shot like that 13 ball, didn't need to play it with that inside English. Could have gone.
Yeah,
Could have gone the 2 rails the other way.
Or it could have gone 1 rail flat.
Or it could have gone 1 rail. You know, but
no English.
But you know, the safest would have been 2 rails the other way, because I think that 4 being so close to the rack. You know.
Get a good idea of that camera angle now. This is what we're looking at. That's a pretty big angle. And there it goes. There's a little cleaning going on. I'd clean that ball about 3
I'll
more
tell you,
times.
did you see
and
that?
each time I would move the chalk over and put it back on the other side of the chalk until you improve the angle of the cue ball.
That's what he was doing. Did you see it?
Yeah. That's how you play position, fella.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Brooklyn position.
See, that's why I don't ever play you, Danny. Oh boy, that's a tough shot.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure it
I
is.
don't like that shot, and it cost him.
Did anyone change the score? It's not 34-5 anymore.
No, he did. He did get all those balls, right? So
Yeah,
19.
They're changing it now.
18. All right. Well,
Somebody just
David's
suggested.
got to.
I'm sorry. Somebody online just suggested he should have
That
played
we
the
stop?
No, that I may after this. He should have played the 3 off the rack.
It's a playable shot, but
If you don't like money, it's a playable
The
shot.
percentage is lower than straight in. That's why they don't play that. Because even though it's a tough cut, it's a lot tougher to play that carom. So I'm being serious, Danny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
sorry.
gotta be nicer than that. It's a tough shot. It was a tough shot, no matter how you look at it.
That was
And-
playing it off the rack was a shot that Dr. Kevorkian would have recommended.
You're brutal. This is the guy that I'm announcing with. Well, David's got to be happy that mistake only cost him 14 balls or 13 balls.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that boy can cost you the match.
Sure.
I just
can.
watched Nick Vandenberg and Lee Van Cortese.
Oh man, what a game!
And
Describe
Cortese,
it, please. Yes.
Yeah, it was. Nick must have had the first shot. Went to 11, and Cortese runs 97 from there, and he misses, and
That was
and then Vandenberg runs the rest of it,
That's
100,
right.
139 and out.
That's pool
So-
at the highest level.
So one shot could be the end of your match.
Yep.
And go home and pack your car and go home.
All right.
Sleep in your car because you didn't make
Yes.
enough money to even go home.
Mr. Alcaide
Buy
just
gas.
took out a sandwich from his Q extension from his bag, and he looks like clear sailing. The only problem ball he has is the 5.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything else is pretty
Well, the
direct.
three,
Does
the
he have
three
a
and the
break
8
shot?
are
Yeah,
just a little bit. You have
They're-
to get on them the right
they're-
way,
they're
but they
doable. Yeah.
go. They have a pocket.
Yeah.
But you still have to get on them the right way. So far, these guys haven't exactly. I don't think that their flow is right yet. Once they get going there, because the way to get on him is that 7 ball, but I think you want to leave that 7 ball for a break. So he's going to have to do something. The 15 looks like it's too low, and nothing else looks good. Well, maybe the 2 ball if you want to behind the
He
rack.
still has time to set something up. He may get a shot at the 7, play the 3, and bump the 8.
Yeah, you could do that, but that's moving balls, and every time you move balls, it could be a little bit of trouble.
I understand that, but if you want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs.
And this is tough here. You folks at home have no idea. I think he's going to go into him right here. He played for the 8 ball, and that's good.
He could drop the cue ball to the rail. He has a break shot on the 9 later. He could use the 7 in the side, using the 9 as a key ball.
He could, but he's playing the 7 in the corner. when
all said
the
is done.
last ball comes down to it, that's what he's playing.
Yeah, you might be right.
And to me, he didn't have to move anything to do it, so that's all. That's probably the best, I think. When you don't have to move anything, that to me is the best way to do it.
Pick these 3 up. 13, the 5 will be the 3rd shot in the sequence.
Yeah.
Then he'll come back for the 3 or the 7. Or the 9 or the 3.
I think the 9.
All right, so here's the 3rd ball in the sequence. And let's see what he does.
But really, you could shoot either one here. But the 7 ball is going to be the last ball. There's no doubt about that.
Either in the side or in the corner.
I think in the corner, but it could be in the side.
It's not going to be in the side now.
No, it's not going to be in the side now.
All right, if he comes up enough, he's got it. Nope. That's really problematic now.
He's got a tiny angle, but it's not going to be
he's
easy.
He's not happy. I can tell by his body.
Yep.
So we have to thank our tournament
Our
promoter.
promoters,
Yeah, Peter Burrows,
Andy Lincoln, Michael Frank, and
Dr. Michael Frank.
Dr. Michael Frank, and his son Darren.
Darren doing a lot of work. Andy and Inside Pool.
Which is
He's bringing us this
Yep,
broadcast.
exactly.
This fine broadcast.
they're a nice magazine.
Nice shot. Hit it solid.
Yeah, and got no reward because he didn't have as much of an angle. I don't think he has a shot.
He
Do
got
you?
he got 4 balls to come out. He got separation of the cue ball from the rack, and he had no shot. That's straight ball.
But you know, at the World Tournament, that shot right there, instead of really punching it hard like that, that one, what's the Chinese fellow, this Japanese straight pool champion? He plays that with inside English and follows and goes 2 rails out of the corner, and you get a better shot.
I don't know if it's the same shot.
It
yeah.
was very similar. You know, it's
I know
it's
the
a
guy who
shallow
was at the World Open.
shallow angle. He shot it a bunch of times. and-
Shallow angle. That was his name.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
no.
that's
Denny's
He just tried a bank shot here.
no,
and
it
didn't work
is
out.
like Wei Lee, something like that. Wei Lee, something like that. I don't know. I don't know his name. So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
but,
well, I just met him for
but-
the first time too. It'll come to me
yeah,
in
it's
a
the first
second.
time I seen him too. But a really good player.
This
He
is
finished
Waldorf.
third and third, fourth, I think.
This is Waldorf and Astoria broadcasting. we have memory problems here.
We're both old.
Direct from Sesame
or,
Street.
or I'm old. Danny's not that
I'm
old.
old.
He's older than I am, actually.
All right. Well, he just tried a bank shot, and
Yep.
not a good thing. And he's got to shoot over a ball, and to come up with a shot, he's got to probably put some right-hand English on it. So this shot is kind of problematic. It's not a gimme.
No, it's not. But he's only a foot from the pocket, so I suspect he's going to make it without much trouble.
And get the angle. Okay.
Well,
Looks like
I don't know if he got an angle, but he got a real good shot at it. And even if he doesn't get an angle, this is to set up for something better, because he might come down to that
or to
10 ball.
scratch, yes.
You didn't need to hit those balls right then.
Yeah, he didn't want to come down too much. He was looking to stun it and get a little break.
He could have rolled through and had an angle on this ball on the bottom rail and then go into the rack with that one. Especially if you didn't have enough of an angle on the what was it, the 10 ball that he was shooting?
I don't think he meant to come off the rack that hard.
Yeah.
Lowly Wen. Thank you, Vinny the Frenchie.
Oh,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
I was-
Lowly Wen. Nice guy, by the way, and a very smooth player.
Yeah. Yep.
Not you, Vinny the Frenchie. I don't know you, but Lowly Wen.
Well, he's
Thanks for
probably
the
a nice guy
information.
too. In
I'm
fact
sure
is,
Vinny, yeah.
in fact is, he just texts you
Information.
information. So
Yes.
you can't complain about. Is it Vinny?
That was Vinny the Frenchie.
Vinny the
That's his
Frenchie.
name.
Yep.
His cousin was Leonardo da Vinci.
All right.
Well, Ryan,
Oh
anyway.
no, this is
Stuck. Stuck City. Do you think he'll play that combo on the 5-9?
yeah. I think so. I think that they're getting a little bit impatient, is what I see. That's what I think. They want to get balls open, and this is, so far this has been more of a picking game rather than a splattering them open. Sometimes racks don't open up well, and you got to go into them a few times. You got to have a little bit of patience with that.
Now, I love this comment.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I love your comment, but somebody said lowly when, and then the next guy said LOLI when, WHEN. Some of the comments we're getting online here. It's kind of funny.
Anyway, this is you're stuck in the pack, and
I don't know what he's doing here.
and I don't
He's
like
playing
anything
the
that
8?
I don't know what he's doing.
That's a shot only. Well,
Banking.
banked it.
He-
Oh,
he banked it.
oh, what a shot.
It was a
What
great shot.
Yeah.
But I'd hate to shoot that for your bankroll.
Yeah. Wow.
Or with your bankroll. So, let alone mine. Anyway, this is a great shot. There's not a lot for break shots here. And the best one is maybe that one in the side pocket, unless you're going to move something. And it's even hard to move something because they're not, there's no There's not a lot of
Well,
balls
there
that
are-
are together.
If you get a shot at the 4 ball, you go down to the short rail, come off it, and bump the 8 up.
Well, yeah, but there's not a lot of safety valves to do that
Well, you
either.
got the 5 on the side. That's why I didn't suggest playing the 8 and bumping the 4.
Yeah, I still, it's not the best, but it is one of the better options that you have. I almost would have liked to just play that 14 last and shoot the 4 ball so that you have ball in hand behind the head string and getting in the rack. That to me is probably as good as anything, because you don't know how this is going to lay. When you do bump that 8 ball, it may not be all that good.
Yeah.
You know, you could be stuck. I like not being stuck. Stuck.
I'm surprised he didn't try it.
Yeah, me too.
Or maybe he did try it. He just
He didn't miss.
misjudged it.
No, he didn't miss it that much. He just didn't try it, I don't think. And
I don't know. Kind of looked like he was taking a wing at it.
uh,
All right, looks like he's going to have the 5 for the break.
yeah, not as good as the 14 though, really. Right? You like this? I don't like
I
it
ain't
as
crazy
much.
about it, but it's a free shot if he gets a good angle. What are
yeah.
you going to do? Miss the rack if you're going 2 cushion off of it?
No, well, you could.
Beautiful. That's a pretty good angle for this.
Very good. I mean, he's
Not going to miss the ball.
He's not going to miss the ball. That is but you wouldn't miss the 14 either. You know, it's a good shot. He's going to come 2 rails behind.
Yep. Let's check
And if he hits the left 3 balls on the bottom of the rack, he'll probably be okay. And if he doesn't, then it's up for grabs.
50 to 31. Well, he's not going to miss the shot. If he misses the rack, he's going to play safe. That's all. That's nothing. No catastrophes.
Well,
here.
what I'm saying is, if he hits the rack in a
Bad fashion.
not an
Unlucky.
optimal area,
Yeah.
then he could be stuck.
Well,
Like hitting the right side of the rack.
Yeah.
He ended up getting a shot, but you don't have to have a shot on that. In fact,
Yeah.
you could even scratch in the left-hand corner pocket too.
that's a bad
Happens.
hit. That's a bad hit because you're coming into the back of the rack too full. You got to try to come out the edge. Whoa. All right. Well, he took care of 2 problems. He made the shot at hand, and now he's getting the ball that's stuck up the table.
Yeah.
So he accomplished a lot on that last shot.
Well, and he's jumbled enough balls to where he can run this rack, but he's got to hit the balls again, and after making this what was that the 15 ball,
Yes.
and so I would like to hit the balls off of the 2.
Yeah. He's going to still set up for it. I think you're right. I think he's going to play the 6 first before the 2. He's going for it right here. Well, he's got a break shot in the side pocket now. Well, no, I mean, the one's laying very good as a key
He's
ball.
going to give me grief. Well, he has so many balls that are still up this end of the table, so he could still get into, bump one of those and
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
have a decent shot. I think that's what you have to try first. But if things don't work out, then you always have that 14 ball
That's what I'm saying.
and the 1 ball.
So I know
So
that.
you're absolutely right, Danny, as always.
Well, he's got to see how these 3 clear up, but that's always there. As a matter of
Yes.
fact, that's
That's the way you play this game, because there are contingency plans, right?
Yeah.
And
you can use that as a key ball grouping.
right, exactly. So I like, he's going to shoot this 4 ball. If he hits the 8 ball next, he can bump the 6, and now he has a really good shot. I think that's that's what he's going to play at some point here, or not.
Okay. You like to keep your options open, huh?
I do.
Get off the fence once in your life.
I'm committed to nothing. Oh, he's going to take that option out.
No, he's got a lot of break shots here.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to improve the position with these two balls. Maybe play the one in the, is that the 10? Yeah, one in the 14, whatever that, one in the 12, whatever that is. The ball near the side pot, strike ball near the side.
Where are you? The one that's on the side pocket right now?
Yeah.
That's the 14, I think. And he's going to shoot that, right? Yeah, I think he's going to shoot that right now.
I
But
wasn't sure if it went in the side or not.
I don't think so.
All right, so he's
But I think that
cashed in those chips.
you know, when he comes down, back down table, I think he's going to shoot that 15 and play the 8 to bump
the other
one of those two balls.
Yeah.
Have the not, is that the 13? He'll have the 13 as a
safety.
valve.
Sure.
And that'll
Come
be
over
a
enough.
good
He didn't come
good
over
way to
enough.
play it. Yeah, I don't know
No,
if
he didn't get, he had to get straight on the 15.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to try to nudge him now by coming straight across, but I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
Or is he going to go one rail down to the bottom rail and go for the 3 next?
You have to cash in right now. This is a smart play. The 3 doesn't serve any function now. It was a practical play. You kind of come around better.
Well, I didn't like that. I
wasn't
like
crazy
I
either.
like the
but
series.
I get it, but he didn't have the series anymore.
Right.
He had to bail out somehow, and the 3 didn't. Oh, man, it's a bad shot. Could have made that shot. It was very makeable.
Right. That cost him a long time ago, though,
Yeah.
like you're saying.
Yeah. He didn't get straight on the 15. That was the problem.
Right. But he also didn't, even the one that he shot in the corner, the 4 ball up,
Yeah.
I think he could have stayed for the 8 and just shot that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're off to David Alcaide
Alcaide.
up at the table, and we just haven't had the quite as clean a play as these guys are capable.
Yeah.
I saw both of them, and maybe it's the diamond table because
Well,
the diamond
yeah.
plays, and maybe it's pressure. They're both
There is a lot
trying
of pressure
trying to
here.
move on to the next round, and
Yeah.
and that's always tough. And sometimes you have flat matches, but he's got perfect on this 8 ball.
Now, about 7 shots ago, you discussed bumping the 8 and
Yeah.
driving the 6 over, maybe for the key ball, and using the 13 as an outlet. And the position is still there.
Right.
The same position you discussed 6 shots ago is still there.
Yep.
I say play the 6 and go 2 rails and come around for the 13.
Yeah, I like to do the 2 rails first, but he's going to do that.
You may bump the 6 or come up funny.
Yeah, and you may come up funny on the 2 rails. It's one of those 6 of one, half a dozen of
Yeah.
another.
I think
I don't like either one.
I think playing the way he
if you
did
planned earlier, but he didn't have a choice.
I think playing the way he did it preserves his options. Right? He didn't leave himself enough of an angle here to make it easy.
Right.
What do you think? He goes 1 rail now?
I
Or
think he
least-
goes forward 2 rails, don't you? Do
He
you
looks
go
like he's leaving
inside
it in a
English and
rack.
go forward, or is he going to stiff it and come behind?
Not 2 rails.
Yeah, he came 2
Yeah,
rails
weak
forward,
hit.
but he didn't hit it.
Nope.
You got it. You really have to hit that and take the long shot.
Yeah.
But I like that's what I would have shot is that 2 rails forward.
I didn't know I was going to be doing this match today. Can I get a burger? The burgers look real good here.
Oh, the food's great here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching these.
Anybody that's in the area of Midlothian, Virginia, at Diamond Billiards, has a chance to come to this room. If I lived in this area, I'd live in this room.
Yeah, they're like
I mean, this-
Flintstone-sized burgers, man. They're like
The tables
they
are
look
great,
good.
and the food is wonderful. It's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Well, he hit it as well as you could. There's just that's why most people don't shoot that break shot, because it's you got to get lucky to have a good shot
See if we
afterwards.
can get a better angle at what he's looking at over here.
I think you think he can spin that one in?
He might be trying to go around. He's looking
he
at
may
it.
be able to, but boy,
He doesn't have the shot to the side either.
no, that 6-ball doesn't. Well, I think you have it, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Nothing that you want. Awfully tough. I think he's stuck on this. I mean, he has it, but your chances of making that shot are not real high. So have we bored the audience yet? How are they? Anybody?
They're having fun. There's people writing in. And
How many
asking
viewers
some
do we
good
have?
questions.
Do we have viewers? He's going to try this, and he's going to try it behind the back, which
Wow.
is which makes it a little bit easier. This is really tough, and that's why he hit it into the rail.
Yeah, he couldn't get the
It's
English
really
right.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he actually tried to spin it around. I think he hit the ball first. He hit the 9-ball first, and just no chance of making that, or very slim chance. You have to hit it perfect. And I was kidding about the behind the back, of course, because the Filipinos are really good at that. But even that would have tested their unique abilities.
I'll give him a reintroduction to it. Here,
Okay, we're back again. We just been getting
short-
flogged by our producer over here, but we put the salve on our wounds and we're back in the booth.
What is the score right now? It says
All right, it says 55
55 to 41.
Alcaide is winning, but Shuff is at the table. And Buddy 77 just mentioned
Shuff, right?
something.
It's Brandon Shuff.
Brandon Shuff, I'm sorry. And Buddy 77 online mentioned something political, a little, and we're not going to acknowledge that because we try and keep everything friendly here today.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to be saving the 8-ball, right? I do believe, unless he bumps a ball.
Well, he could bump to 15 if he plays the 8. He's got
he-
the 12.
he
and
could.
He can move the 15 over.
Depends on whether he likes that the 8 or not, because he can play the balls. Either way,
3-7, come out for the 8. Boom, boom, bump it.
if the 8 looks like it might be a little bit high, so he might be best off to do that.
Yeah. And again, he's got a ball near the side pocket, which might serve as a break shot.
Either side to be safety valves and also to be key balls, which is perfect. So he has balls in either side pocket. I like that. He's got a lot of options. Which reminds me of a story where Luther Lassiter was playing in a tournament, and there were 3 balls that could have on each side of the rack, could have been a break ball on each side of the rack, and he missed the ball right into the rail.
Wow.
And when he went back to his seat, he just said, "Too many options."
You know,
Sometimes that's confusing.
That's true.
Sometimes when you only have one choice, it's way better than having, 6 choices. So I just telling you that funny story.
Yeah, it's true though.
Yeah.
It's true in life too.
Yeah, yeah. I had no choice. They told me I had to be announcing with you, Danny.
Happens.
So he got a funny angle on the 8, and
He doesn't have it now.
now he's got a. I mean, he could bunt it over now. He could just draw back, go right into it right now. But it's not quite as controlled as what it could have been. Or he can then hit this and try to get back to the middle where the 8 goes perfect, and he might get in the same spot.
Same exact spot.
And so that's the tough part of that. I really did like just hitting it right then. Why not?
No.
It wasn't that bad, right? Oh, he's going to try to do the same thing. This is really dangerous now because you're running out of balls that you can.
Yeah, there's nothing
play
to
in.
play after you get
No,
rid of the
you have to go for
You have
it
to-
right now.
Yes, exactly.
And I still think that I would have gone for it the time before.
He's got it.
See, it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad.
See
And
if-
he didn't hit it great, because if he hit it great, that 15 ball could have been just a little bit higher.
It came out about as low as the 15's about as low as it can go while still being an effective break shot.
Right. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
is that he could have hit that a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Well, he just don't look quite comfortable, and he's going to get rid of that because he didn't like it.
I didn't like this.
And he played to get. Oh, what's going on?
He's going to try and play it in the corner and come under.
Oh,
and
there's
use
there's a ball in the side pocket. I didn't even see
Have
that
you been
ball.
watching this game?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well, look every now. He's got it. I don't know if he has the angle to get there though. He's got a strange angle to
Well,
get
he
in the
could
position.
draw it with inside English. He's got to go with.
Yeah, but you also don't want to bump the ball.
Yeah.
You can't play it inside. Of
Yeah.
course you can.
Well, I can't see. He didn't have the whole pocket, huh?
Yeah.
He's got to roll.
Oh, ooh,
He missed the ball.
man. Oh, that was too bad. Well, it's too bad for him. Not too bad for David. But
Well, why did he shoot? I didn't even see the 4 ball up there, so I
I
will
saw
take
what-
that as my
he's-
prop.
He
But
stopped on the one without considering the correct angle, or he
the
just overlooked it. He
the
took
thing
it for
is, why
granted.
even shoot the 15 ball then? I mean, you could have shot the
didn't
one
like it. It
one
was-
off the 4.
It was low in the rack, and he didn't like it. I guess.
Better than. Okay.
I guess you play this 4 and drop the cue ball down to the opposite short rail near the 1.
Yeah, if you can get to the end rail, that's a makeable break shot.
Yeah.
But it's not an easy thing to do to get that perfect. And he didn't play to get that. He played to go one rail to
Wow.
hitting it all the way,
All right.
and that's a lot tougher shot. Well, this has been a tough game.
Yeah. It's a grind.
It's not going to be that kind of game that they run a bunch of balls. It's going to be a
It's a dogfight.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to say hello to my buddies out in Monterey, California, at my homeroom Easy Street Billiards.
Well, got to get a little bit lucky on this because a lot of bad things can happen. If you hit full
rail, right?
into but if you hit full you go into if you hit full into you got a shot.
That was nice. He didn't clobber it either.
No,
Yeah,
no.
they opened. I have a match coming up on the 30th with John Schmidt in Monterey, California.
Uh-huh.
Straight pool match. He had one with Efren Reyes a few months ago. So they've been running events out there. It's kind of nice.
Yep. That is
You ever
nice.
been out to Monterey?
I haven't.
Yeah, I just moved there a few years ago. It's a really nice country out there. Very pretty.
I mean, that's northern, right?
It's Central
like
California. No, we're a couple hours south of Frisco.
Okay. It's 2 hours south. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's fair ways down.
Yeah.
Somehow I thought it was closer to San Francisco. Well, you know, it looks like he has to play a combination. The 6-13.
Nope.
He missed it
Jumped
too.
up a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the guys are a little nervous here.
Yeah. Well, I think right away you try to make a break shot out of that 5-10.
I don't think so here.
You don't think so? I
Clear
would.
the position. 11,
'Cause
13.
You're gonna have
14,
that
and then come
9
back for the 5.
and 13. He hit a little bit hard.
Yeah.
But you always had the 9 and the 13.
Yeah, he's got the 6 and the 7 also for breaks on the other
They're-
side.
They're a little low, aren't they? They're low. I don't like either one of them. The 7 looks like it's pretty well. Now the 6 is perfect, but maybe a little bit high now. And the 7 is real close to being in the rack. Not anymore. But now hitting the balls that many times, you start to tie him up.
Yeah. I don't know that any of that was necessary.
Yeah, you didn't need to.
He could have shredded that chicken.
I think the very first shot you moved that 10, and if you moved it just a little bit less, it would have been okay. Well, a 2-7 might be dead. You know.
It looked like he was trying to
I think he
hit
was
him.
trying to hit it, but they could be dead.
Can't tell from there.
No, but the fact that he's not shooting it is probably not. He's going after him again. And that time he killed him.
Yeah, he's burying himself over here.
Us too. We haven't made a right call yet.
No, I know. Yeah.
Oh no. This has been a tough one.
He just missed that shot, huh?
Yeah. Yep. And I think the frustration is building with both of them. Really.
Yeah.
It's not only you're not running balls, you don't feel like you play well, and that snowballs.
Yeah. Also have to
And-
thank over here, just real quick, the patron sponsor, Q and Case and Lucchese. I didn't mention them before.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Well, I think he's still going to be saving that 6 ball, but he's got to figure out a way to maybe right now the 4 to move the 7 and the 2. Got to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, he's in it now.
And he made the 2.
Yeah, but he's
that's
blocked
not
out.
good.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to shoot the 6.
7 in the side is going to be the break shot.
Yeah.
The only other alternative I see is 6, 7, and then shoot the 8 up and leave that funny ball near the corner as a break somehow.
Yeah,
Either a
not
one
not nearly as good though.
As the 7 in the side.
Yeah, so I like what you're talking about because, you got the 8 ball. If you shoot it down in the bottom corner, you
Here's
end up perfect on the 7.
Here's a little problem on this. You have to get straight on the 12.
Well, no, you can go. You go 2 rails up it.
Because you have to get straight on the 8. I know you can go 2 rails.
or
I know you can.
3 around. Yeah.
So now it's not a gimme. Now he's got to perform here.
It's still
you
pretty
can't just-
easy.
you
You got to
can't-
go above the 8 though. I don't like to shoot it from down here.
And you have to get straight on it, not just have a shot.
Right. But he hit it bad and got perfect.
No, he's got too much angle.
I don't know.
Let's look at it from.
Yeah, he did.
That's why you had to get straight on the 12 ball, because you had to get straight on the 8 ball. I guess you got to try and bump it now. Which he did. All right. Well, he's still at the table.
Yeah, he didn't miss it. But,
if nothing else.
But this is not going to be very productive for him.
Hilpino says, children take note. This is what 9-ball does to you. Wiggly Bridge is a little more cruel. I thought this was 14.1, but clearly I'm mistaken. They're being mean now.
Yeah, he played safe and be fair to these players.
What just happened?
He played safe
He
and they're
pocketed the
re-racking.
ball?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But to be fair to the players, these diamond tables we've been playing on diamonds and Brunswicks. The Brunswicks play a little bit softer, and these guys have been running balls. So when you get on a table that's not playing quite as open,
Yeah.
and you don't run balls, then it gets to be very frustrating.
Yeah, and the score is they're getting closer to the finish line, and everybody's nervous. Now it becomes even more exaggerated. They're neck and neck, and the pressure keeps building.
Well, I don't think they're that close to the finish, but I know what you mean. In fact,
This
can
is
we
not a
get
good
the
save.
can we get the score?
Yeah, this was a bad save.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
No, you go behind the rack, take the scratch.
Yep, yep.
Where are we?
I even don't mind the 2 rails, figuring on missing the first time.
65 to 58. We could effectively say it's neck and neck.
Yeah,
and
of course.
We're about a third of the way home.
Yep. Well, almost half, but. Did he make a legal shot too?
I
'Cause-
think he did.
Because I think it came out as well as that shot at Ken. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty good, really. Because I don't like that one at all. Usually you leave something, and I don't think he left anything good. But he also, he has a pretty easy save, and he's going to take a scratch, which is not a bad thing to do.
So he must have been on a scratch.
No, oh, you think so?
Well, he might have been, yeah.
He might have been, so
Yeah.
it wasn't legal.
I didn't like the safe.
Yeah,
anyway
he took
because
a
it doesn't-
point off of each.
and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, yep. Oh, he
That's
hit
what I
that-
mean. He left a too easy a return. If you're going to play a safe, don't leave an easy return.
Right.
Now he's up against it. He's on 1, and he's got a very difficult position here. Now he's got to try and thin that 1 ball. See if he has a shot at it.
Once again, maybe he forgot that, or just didn't figure on.
The return.
Brandon was on 1
All right,
because he certainly didn't play it like.
he did good not to give anything, but Brandon's going to do the same thing. He's going to thin off this
Yeah,
ball.
easier.
and
You
come
can
up.
see it a little bit closer, And it's going to be tougher because you're not going to be able to see that ball the next time you come to the table. You won't be able to see that 9
Yeah,
ball
push it
or
away.
1 ball. No, but you won't see the one on the
Oh,
other
yeah,
side
yeah,
either.
that's right, yeah. That's good play by Brandon on 2 shots. Oh, and that's all. It's all David's mistake off his mistake.
But he's on 2 now, and it's quite a big deal. And this is really tough. Gets harder and harder to hit these thin when you're on 2. It didn't seem hard for him there.
Yeah, well, he
But
something
he left
up.
the shot.
That's bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He should have pushed into the top of the stack and taken a few scratches, see what develops. All right, so they're going for a break now.
Right. You mean the first one, you just pushed right there without sending them to the end rail. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, push. No, not push to the end rail. Just.
No, I said pushed right at the
Oh,
stack,
yeah.
rather than push into the end rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, just what you said. But he didn't think ahead on that one.
Nope. Yeah, you got to make it as difficult as possible when you're playing safe. It's not just a question of protecting a point.
Right.
Can you read my handwriting? Just updates on the scores.
Okay, we're going to give you a bunch of updates here. You want to read them?
No, you can go ahead.
All right. We have Stepanov, 138. Karabe. What is this? Hieroglyphics? Where's my Rosetta Stone? What is this name? Is that Karabe?
If I Grabe.
Who?
Grabe.
Grabe, 26. Corey Duell, 83. Alex Pagulon, 40. Niall Fijan, 93. Sean Wilkie, 46. Jonathan Schmidt, 23. Nick Vandenberg, 66. Beato is beating Thorsten, 114 to 27.
Eminem must have already won. 150 against
Nico
Oikonomopoulos.
It's pronounced Nikos the Greek.
Nico the Greek, yes, okay. And Jason Shaw is winning against Dennis Orculo, 91 to 68. I don't know who's at the table in any of these.
Wait, I'll tell you all that.
No, don't tell me.
Orculo's at the table.
Orculo's at the table and losing 91 to 68.
Otto is at the table.
Bato is at the table against Holman, winning 114 to 27.
John Schmidt is at the table.
John Schmidt is back against Nick Vandenberg.
Alex the Lion is at the table.
Alex is trailing Corey 83 to 40. He's back at the table.
Niels Vian is at the table.
Fian is at the table, winning 93 to 46.
And Dennis Grabe is at the table.
Dennis Grabe is at the table, 138 to 26. He's down against Stepanov.
And Stepanov had a run of about 130 something.
Wow, Stepanov ran 130. There you go.
Ran 110.
And Mika had a 110 ball run. All right, back to the action over here.
Yep. We got Brandon's back to the table.
That's from David's safety, right? He made the shot?
Right.
Okay.
Yep. And now he's going to break into the balls. Just following here. And he doesn't have to cream them, but he does have to hit it.
Oh, he's getting a little bit of a good roll here if that ball gets off the long rail.
Yeah,
that was a good roll.
That helped.
That was a good roll with butter on it.
It's always nice to have a ball
Yeah.
sitting in front of the pocket after you go into him.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look out. Look out. Oh. Now, I get rid of the 6 ball before I play the 10. I don't play the 10 here. You got to get rid of the 6 before because the 10 helps you get on the 9.
Right,
And you
right.
can't play the 9 until you get rid of the 6.
Yeah, you have to shoot the 6.
And again, he could probably later play the 4 ball. After he plays the 9 later, he could play the 4 ball, play the 6, and then bump the 8. Or what's that, the 2 ball? He could play the 4,
Yeah.
shoot the 2, bump the 8, and he's got the, what's that?
14 there.
14 and the 3.
Yep.
So I think this position is pretty straightforward.
The 8 is out of the
It's out of the
rack
Okay.
anyway, but yeah, he could
Might improve
he
it.
could do that and make it a little bit better. it's natural, so that's good.
Let's go back there. See what he's
But
got.
yeah, that's the best view, I think. And so, do you like to go right to the 4 right now, or
I
do you
think
like to shoot the 10 and the 9 and then go to the
No. A 10 and a 9. Yeah, 11
Yeah.
to the 10 and the 9.
That's
I
what I
think you're,
said.
I think you're right.
I like that better
Yeah.
myself. And it's all natural, so
Yeah.
it all plays easy. He's going to go to the 4.
That's a mistake. You got to get rid of that 10 now and the 9. Then you play the 4. This could get tied up. He could ruin the 8.
He's okay.
Yeah, but
I mean, it does work, but
I didn't
because
like
he must be playing the 10 and the 9 as his last 2 balls, which is okay.
You got to come off that 9. If you get straight on the 9, you got a problem
Right.
because it's pretty far. It's not like you're playing the 9 and stick shooting it.
Right.
You got to move off of it. And I'm not crazy about that.
Yep.
Shit, I almost prefer playing the 10 and the 9 now.
Right now, yeah, he could do that too.
Pardon my French. But, you know, if you play the 14, it's kind of tough to get on that 10 ball.
I think he can go with 2 rails around the 8
You can, but
and pretty.
who knows what you have? You come up short, you're blocked,
Right.
and you go out too far, then you got a problem getting back to the 9.
Hey guys, can we
Hey.
take a little break? I gotta get into the safe,
Okay.
which is right under Mr. Danny Birdie's butt. There's no
So-
way I'm gonna fit back there.
You went 1 rail right up,
Okay.
which is a good shot.
All right. I'm going to take. No, you stay on.
So let's see.
Okay.
I think this was a full rack, so it should be 71 to 64. They haven't changed the score yet, but that would be what I would think it is. Because I think they had that safety battle after.
Peter's not there.
So maybe Brandon will be able to get started on this.
9, 8, 9 through. Well, what's the 17, 24? 9, 8, 9 through 16.
So I don't think anybody's run 2 racks yet, and so I think that the fact that Brandon's on a second rack, right? You know, if he makes this 8 ball, get a chance to make a little bit of a move. And the way play has gone, that could be huge. Well, that can't be right. They went from 57 to 72.
Back again. Back again. Back again. Back again. Hello? 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 Okay. Sorry. All right, what's been going on here? I had to get out of the way for.
Well, he's on his second rack. I think he ran the last rack, and now he's just broken them up, and now he's got to.
That's bad. He drove
gotta
that
go
ball
through.
to the rail. Pick up the 3 here. 6 to the 3. Then come back and play the combo on the 9-1.
I don't like shooting the 3, but that may be what he ends up doing. I can't tell. That doesn't look like an easy angle to me. I'd almost rather be shooting the 9-1 at some point.
Well, he just put another ball on the rail.
Yeah, but that might be perfect. You know, he doesn't have. He just knocked all the break balls out too.
The 4 is a break shot here. If you look at,
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that one.
I'm not either, but he's running out of
See,
options.
I think that you hit the 9-1 right from here. That's what I liked. But I think if you get perfect on that 5, you get straight in on the 5. You leave the 4 ball as the.
That's what I
break
meant
shot.
before. Nothing.
Oh, I thought you meant the 2 ball. Sorry, the one that's closer to the rack as a side pocket break. But I don't know that that's really going to happen because I think he's going to be shooting the 5 and the 4 right now. And so maybe you play the 12 ball as a side pocket break, or you just
jammed it.
miss. Never mind. This is tough. The table's playing a little bit tough, and they're playing a little bit
Scared.
nervous.
Yeah, it happens.
And that's that makes for a long, grueling game.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee if we saw these guys playing on the Brunswick tables, we'd see some big runs.
I'm sure they run balls on this table too. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes,
right, but-
sometimes
but
the game takes on a character of its own.
It's just not flowing. The flow
Yeah.
is not right.
You know how pool is. The next game, each one of these guys is capable of running at 70 or 100.
Right.
You know, or even in this game, you know,
Right. Yep.
you never can tell.
Yeah, it's just not going either one's way.
If you can hang, do it.
Okay.
We'll stay.
Yeah, Mickey Pool 11 just commented that he rushed the shot on the shot he missed, and I can tend to agree with that.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what nerves do for you.
Yeah. I don't know what break shot he's looking for here. He's got 3 problem balls left.
I think at this point they just probably want to clear a table.
Yeah, well, that's why you get rid of those balls that are jammed up early. Take care of the problems in some kind of a sequence. Don't keep pushing balls to the rail while you still have.
When you get 6 balls to the rail, it's hard to clear a ball.
Yes, it is.
That's a problem.
Have you ever seen that game they play in South America, the rotation, where they put a ball near every diamond? And that's how the game starts?
I haven't seen that one.
It's a rotation game with 15 balls. They put 1 ball around next to each diamond, and they play rotation from there.
How about that? Well, what do you think? They're going to use one of the balls behind the rack?
I ain't
think
got
that
a
they got
clue.
to.
I ain't got a clue.
I think if he ends up perfect on the 1, then he has a shot at making the 3.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing I can think of from here.
How do you go from the 3 back to the 5, though? And then from
Well, no, I meant after the 5.
Oh.
He was right there, right now.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been the thing to play for. But now I don't know what's going to happen. No surprise to anybody. Well, he's got
Now
to
you
try to
got to
get
perform. This
that
is no basket of joy here.
No, you just got to get perfect,
Yeah.
and that's all.
And the shot's not a gimme. Forget about getting into position. The shot down the
Oh,
rail's not.
he's gonna make that shot. That's because he doesn't have to hit it. He just has to roll it and go down, but get off the rail.
Get off the rail. Now he's got. That's about as good as you can
That's
get on
perfect.
that. Yeah.
That's not bad.
I don't like this break shot. Though.
No, me neither. I want to be
Yeah.
I want to be about a foot closer.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance of hitting that thing flush.
Well, most of the time you end up hitting it. You
It's
overhit it, and either you miss the ball or because you think you have to hit the pack hard.
You bobble
but you
it.
don't really have to hit this hard. You have to just hit it accurately.
Yeah.
If you can hit those, the two balls, which is the, what is it, the 7 and the 12 or the 7 and the 10. Those two end balls on the right-hand side of the rack, you're gonna make enough of a movement to be okay. But if you hit that middle ball, you're stuck. And he hit pretty good.
That was a good hit.
Yeah, that's not bad. He
Yeah.
still got stuck because the stripe got in the way of his side pocket.
Well, this is when you do
That's-
a mataya. You just pick up the ball with your hand and move it out of the way and shoot the 7. Or pick up the cue ball, move it to the middle of the table.
I like picking up the cue ball myself. That's the way I want
Mataya
it.
did that against Orkula one time.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, at a world tournament.
Wow. Did it work?
No. Orkula didn't know what was happening. He was kind of stunned. And when he got up to shoot, Mataya said, "Oh, I guess this means you're not going to let me shoot." It was very strange.
I didn't even know Jimmy was playing with when Orkula came up.
This was about 12 years ago.
Ah.
10, 12 years ago.
Because Jimmy's kind of been out of the,
Yeah.
out of pool basically for some time.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably his best chance of winning anyway.
Huh.
At that moment in his career, it was pretty tough. There's a nice shot. He shot it nicely and he made it. That was nice and smooth. That's the only thing they had to do.
Play to 4 now? I don't like going off the 7.
You don't like it? I
Seven's
probably would
easier
play the
shot,
7.
but the 4's in the way.
Yeah, but you're gonna hit the rack if you hit the 4.
Yeah.
So I like doing that because I'm pretty certain I'm gonna make the 7. I'm not so certain I'm gonna make the 4.
I agree with that.
Given the
That's why I asked.
yeah, I got to play the ball that I have a better chance of making.
If both shots were equal, I wouldn't have asked. It would have been a little superfluous. What we got here?
Oh, he's okay. He's
Yeah,
got
the 13
he's got-
clears the 6.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going for the 6. He's going to, no?
Hey, maybe he may want to go into the pack, but
I
I
think
don't,
you
I
have
don't
to
think he
play
has
this.
to. I just
Yeah.
play
Play soft.
Yeah, nothing wrong with just making the ball. He's going to go into the rack again, which you have to sometime here, so you might as well do it now.
Nice. That was
The
very good.
earlier you get these separated, the better.
Yeah.
And, I think he's going to have to either nudge the 2 or play the 15 will be a break too. Either one, but you have to do something.
Might be able to get a shot at the 1 ball later and back
Maybe
back
the
up.
9 and bump the 2 there.
Yeah, that's good play.
But if I was going to do that, I'd have done it just now. I mean, shooting that 11, I would have tried to get to the 9.
I've just been informed that Sean Wilkie, another local favorite, just got knocked out. So
That was a tough match. He was playing Niels.
I believe so.
and Niels is playing great.
Yeah.
He has the high run in the tournament. He ran 168 the other day.
Yeah.
And he's playing really well. Well, he's capable of winning this. You know, there's probably a half a dozen guys that are capable of winning it, maybe more. But I mean, really have
Well,
a
I
good
looked,
chance of winning it.
Beato has Holman down, and Holman was
right.
looking at like the favorite. The way he was running hundreds almost
Yep.
every game.
Right.
And he's really in a deep hole against Beato. I don't know if he got back to the table.
Well, that Beato, he plays great too. You know, he doesn't miss anything. That's always nice when you don't miss anything. You know, when you talk about Mattia, I was at the straight pool tournament where Johnny Archer ran 200 and out on Nick Varner in the finals.
149. That was in
he-
Cleveland,
In Cleveland.
1989.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
ran 200 balls.
It was 200?
It was
I thought
200.
it was 149. Okay, go
No,
ahead.
it was 200 balls.
Okay.
And before the match, I asked Jimmy Mattia, who's going to win this match.
Yeah.
And Mattia said, "I like the guy that's pocketing balls," which was Archer.
Yeah.
Archer was not missing anything. No, that's, you know, there's a lot to pocketing balls.
Yeah. Half a lifetime ago for Johnny.
Yeah.
Tournament.
Yep. It was a long time ago. I'm old.
Were you a doctor then?
Yeah.
I didn't know. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I don't.
I've been a doctor for a long time too.
Yeah.
Well, it's got funny angles.
I don't know what just happened. He walked away from the table. He's either going to play the 9 up the table and bump the 2, or play the 9 to
We
side.
must be taking a break, huh?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
left.
Brandon is looking at the.
You know, I think he's
back.
he's not playing the 9. He's
Well,
either
I
playing
have
the, he's
no
either,
idea
he's
why
either
he
playing
just
the
got up
10 or he's got to do something with the 1.
He's asking.
I don't-
He's asking to see if the ball is in the rack or.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a bad time to ask that.
Well,
You know,
Not if the 2 was out of the rack.
With 4 balls on the table, though.
It's
I
a
mean,
bad
if-
thing to ask Peter Burrows.
It's a bad thing to ask now. You know, like, why don't you ask when there's 10 balls on the table? You know, 'cause that's,
I think his options are down at the end now. It's a question of what he's going to shoot.
yeah, if it's not in the rack, he's got to shoot that 9 ball then probably.
I can't imagine he would shoot this 1 ball in this position.
Yeah.
What do you do with the cue ball? Unless I know exactly what the conversation was out there, I can't really. Oh, I guess we might be using the 12, and he's going to shoot the 2. That looked like a good shot in that case. I stand corrected.
Yeah. Yeah, the two must be okay, although it's awfully close. Although he shot a break shot from the top, you know, one of the balls on the top rail, so he couldn't be shooting that. I don't think so.
Okay, we got update on a few scores. Some of the players have been some of the people commenting online have been giving us scores or asking questions, and we don't really have access to all those tables. Immonen, Beato, Stepanov, and Fajan are through to the next round. Well, that means that Thorsten is knocked out, which is fairly incredible. And
Wait.
But the problem is the rack.
They use the metal racks when they mark the tables, so. Let me find a metal rack.
This rack is too big. I'm just saying. I mean, that ball's touching.
So
Valentino, amigos.
yeah, they're getting another rack because I guess apparently the rack that the wooden rack that they have for the diamond tables are not what they mark the tables with. They use the metal rack, and so they're gonna go ahead and get one of the metal racks for that, and hopefully, I mean, it looks like it must be out of the rack. They wouldn't be playing for it this way.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
you know, this is a hell of a thing. First place, Peter shouldn't be racking
But
the balls
to
here.
me, you know,
Take a look at
if
How can you switch the equipment?
But besides that, if a referee didn't already tell him that it was out of the rack,
Yeah.
then then it's got to be out of the rack
Yeah.
if they told him. So. Um,
Good
You know,
job by
what
Peter.
are you going to do? Tell them afterwards? No, it's in the rack. Really?
Peter did a good job to rack that clean, but I don't know if you could switch equipment halfway through the game.
Yeah, I understand
I
what
don't
you're
go
saying.
for that. No,
Right.
this is the rack we've been using. You can't now switch the rack because it should have been there in the first place.
Right, right.
Nice. Score 87
To
Mr.
78.
Alcaide is beating Mr. Shuff 87 to 78. 8-7-7-8.
Yep.
The Caliber Tips 14 wants to know what the discussion. It was whether or not the break shot was in the rack. And Peter did actually a good job in racking those balls. We got the rack that the lines were drawn with. I don't necessarily approve of switching racks in the middle of a game to satisfy. The rack should have been there from the beginning. But that's neither here nor there. We're continuing along. That was just my 2 cents being thrown in.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately when they drew the lines, they used a different rack, and probably should just use that for this tournament, but they didn't. They've been using the diamond racks, and so rack's a little bit different than the marking on the table. But I think if you have a mark on the table, that's what you have to be going by.
That was a heads-up play. He played the kiss off.
Yeah, I don't like it though.
Yeah, he got no reward.
Well, the reward was the thing is you weren't going to get as good a control off of the ball.
I'm kind of
just-
surprised it took off like that
I
off
just-
the second ball.
I just don't know. I didn't see where the benefit of that was.
I think he was trying to kill the cue ball. I don't think he was worried about coming around the ball he did kiss off of. So I can't imagine how that cue ball wound up there.
I think he could have just spun around that and hit at the 5 or the 6 and the 12.
He just corrected it, whatever it was.
Well, he made a
That
good
was a
shot.
good shot.
Yeah,
That's
he made a
exactly
great
what
shot.
happened. That overrides any discussion of
What he should have done.
of what he should have done or what's right or what's moral or
Yeah, if you make the balls, it's good.
that was a nice shot he made to bail out.
So I really like going after the ball that's on the rail.
Yeah.
And then using the 7 to go into the that 9 and 13. If you're saving the 11, that's what I would
What
be
about
doing.
what about the 6 and the 12?
Well, eventually you will get to that, but that's the first thing that I'd be going
Let's
after
see if the
here.
6 goes. Let's see if we got another angle on that.
I don't think it does from looking at it here, but it's close. Is he shooting the combination?
Playing
here?
a combination. Well, that had a virtue too. He's removed that discussion. That's for sure.
Yep. And the 9 looks like it's okay, so that's a good shot.
Oh, he'll bump these from the bottom now, and maybe set up the 12 for the break shot.
Well, I think the 9 is okay.
No. He's gonna play the.
Oh,
play
I see what you mean, but I don't know that
play
he
the-
needs to
that's
make
the-
a break shot here,
That's
though.
the 13.
No, the 9. The 9 that's on the left side of the rack.
The ball he just shot.
No,
I
no.
miscalled it.
The 9 right there.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
So, well, he did knock the 12 out.
He
And
cleared
that's-
it. He
that's-
separated those 2 balls.
Right, he separated, but he also made it to where it's a break shot, too. Like you were saying.
Unfortunately, he's got to shoot it now. I thought he would have the 5. He's probably got to shoot the 9 now.
Yeah, but you're right. He does have the 12 though too as a break shot sometime. Well, now everything's open.
Back, he's
He's
righted
good.
the ship.
Yeah.
that. I think he wanted to come on the inside of that.
So he must be playing the 9.
Now, is that ball any good? The yellow ball, or is that the one?
Yeah, no good to me. I don't like it. You like it? Is he playing one of the side pocket balls?
Nope.
I don't know. He must be playing the 1.
Yeah, 6 is the key. And
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It's a
It's
funny angle.
it's really high, and it's and you're going to get a glancing blow on the balls. It's not going to be. I don't think you're going to get a. Yeah, I mean you're going to knock a ball.
He's going to
But
stun it.
you're not going to knock
Yeah.
a bunch of balls. I don't think you can do that. I don't think it's going to hit if you stun it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to roll it and
Catch
you're
the
just
top of
going
the rack with
you're just
some
going to
running
bunt
English.
a couple balls down below. That's it. And you got to hope that you have a shot at one of those, right? I don't think you can do
See
anything
a
else.
few different angles here.
You aren't hitting these hard. You hit it hard, you're going to miss the rack.
Can't tell from there. Let's try camera 6, see what we got. Oh, this might be our best angle. What we're looking at.
Well, he can hit the rack, no question about that. But I just don't know that he's going to be able to knock a bunch of balls open. Yeah, he had to slow it, and
Yep.
and he
Come
did.
across.
He did get the 1 ball open, so he has a shot, and that's sometimes that's all you need.
That's it.
I think he's going to come back up for the 13. I don't think you go.
Well, he's got to put a little spin on this.
I don't think you
Think
stay
that-
below it.
Think he might attack the rack with this shot?
No, I don't like doing that.
I don't like it either.
I
That
like-
wasn't my question.
I think he's going to come above the 13. That's what
I
I
don't
think
think
you
he
have
could
to.
do that on
Oh
this
yeah,
angle.
he can. He can do that. Yeah, he can do that, and that's what he's going to do. Because if he tries to keep this below for the 7, I think it's dangerous.
Slow roll it and then come out.
Yeah, I think it's. Or you just get the other angle for the 7 and then come up. Oh, he did go into him, but I don't like doing that either. He ended up okay.
Yeah. See if he has the 4 ball though.
Yeah, it's the 2, I think, but he has it. And now he's okay. He's going to be okay here.
Right as rain.
What's the score now? It must be
Let me check.
101 to 78. That's probably right. As he ran the last 14.
101 to 78 plus whatever he has this rack.
Yeah, right. And he's going to go into those balls and
Nice and
again,
easy.
yeah, just a bump. Because he has the 13 as a break, so he doesn't need to do anything, and he has the 5 to be a.
I didn't like driving that ball up the table.
Yeah, he didn't need to hit it that hard.
Yeah,
he
steer it
just,
more than.
He just needed to bump him, and he'd probably bump him better if he didn't hit it that hard.
Yeah.
But anyway, he has a shot on the 5, and this is good. I think all those balls go, so he can hit the 10.
Yeah.
So you have 3 balls like that. I like hitting the middle one. You
Yeah.
always have a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of guys do
separate 'em.
it differently, but I like hitting the middle one because you always have a shot.
Well, that's a good point.
To me, I like to save the 3 and the 12 for the last 2 balls. And
3 and a 12, I agree.
yeah, this is
Yeah,
this is
15,
fine. You
6,
need to go ahead and,
Sure.
and get these these two, and then you're golden. And he's playing better. You can see his rhythm is better. You know, it's. I said that the guy that runs the first 2 racks is probably going to win.
Well, that's big. I mean, at the time, it was down to
Nobody's
100 point game.
Nobody's running 10 balls,
Yeah.
so
2
2 racks is
yeah.
huge.
It's good.
And sure enough, he's the first person that's run 2 racks. I have to think that he's probably favorite to win from here. Not to mention, he's going to be a 115 to 78 now, and still shooting. So I didn't say anything brilliant.
Slow roll on this? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Enough.
You know, you're on the right-hander's wrong side of the table, so you don't want to reach over too far. And so the side pocket is about perfect for the right-hander reach on that side.
Yeah.
I think.
Good point. We have Vandenberg is beating is pretty close with Schmidt, 54-52 in favor of Schmidt.
That's a good match.
Yeah.
That's a real good match because both of them are real good straight pool players. You know, Dr. Frank told me that Nick Vandenberg has run over 500 balls. Does that sound?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I didn't know that either. But
There goes his action.
Yeah, right.
That's it. That just killed it. Nice going there, Doc. What do you care?
You're welcome, Nick.
You got a bunch of sick cats in your neighborhood you take care of, all these sick dogs and puppies and chickens. And
I don't think he had to worry about that anyway. Yeah. The only sucker that might play him is me.
115 to 78 over here, back at the ranch.
Yeah. Yep. And he's still shooting, so this is huge. This run could be it, really. And just and the fact that Brandon has not gotten into any kind of rhythm, it makes a 40-ball lead almost insurmountable.
Yeah. Do you play with a glove?
I do. I love my glove.
I do too, but I found that it was pretty comfortable in here the whole week.
Oh yeah,
Temperature
so
was-
you
was
stopped
pretty
using
nice. No, I kept using it, but
it
I
was
was
dry.
I used the Molinari glove. What do you use?
That's what I use.
Yeah, that was nice.
They're really good.
But the temperature was good in here anyway. So it was nice. The conditions were pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been dry, It's been fairly dry, I thought.
Yeah.
So he looked at that 8-ball, but I think he's thinking about keeping that. Except, it is a really good shot from here. Because unfortunately, an 11-ball, the 4 comes into play a little bit and might make it awkward. But I think he did want to keep that 8-ball. Now he's got the 15 if he wants. I like shooting that. You shoot that 15 and you can nudge the 2.
Let's see what we got here.
But he's going to shoot the 1. I like shooting that 15.
I don't know if it cleared the 6. That might have been why you didn't play it.
Yeah, maybe he couldn't make it, but I thought it did from where he was.
He's going to shoot the 5 now. He checked to see if the 8 went past the 2. He could shred this position. If the 8 clears the 2, he could play the 8, the 6, the 2. I mean, a caveman could play this position.
Yeah. So he likes those 2 balls on the left side of the rack for break balls. That's what he's gonna shoot. Maybe he doesn't. So he likes the 2 ball for a break ball.
You like that too?
He must. That's what he's playing.
I don't care what he plays. I asked you if you liked
I
it
did
too.
not like it.
Oh, okay.
I liked the ball, but why did he shoot that ball that was on that side?
I don't know.
He's going to play it off the, I don't know what he's going to do. The 15 as his last ball? No, not going to do that either. I just don't like this as much. Do you like it?
Not at all. But I'll tell you what, I've noticed that playing at 2 rails from here, long rail to long rail, and dropping back to the middle is a little bit more, is a little easier to get position than just trying to float it to the middle of the table.
Oh, yeah, the 2 rails is better than 1 rail.
Yeah.
But it's still,
No, I didn't like
you
that.
know, I mean, the ball that was right on the left-hand side by this,
Yeah, sure.
whatever, the 12 ball, the ball that he's going to shoot, there was a ball right next to it. I like drawing it off of that 6 inches.
I
You know?
agree. I agree. You're 100% correct.
Or playing it with a little bit of an angle and going 1 rail to this.
Yep.
It's a whole lot easier. But anyway, he's at 129 and playing. He's in a better groove right now.
Yeah.
And I figure him to, he needs a rack and a half. I figure him to. It wouldn't surprise me if he ran out from here.
Yeah, Mr. Alcaide is at 129, now 130 and 131. And Brandon Shuff has 78. And more important than that, Mr. Alcaide is shooting.
Right. He's still at the table. And, he's got a little bit of a tougher shot than he probably wanted, but it's very makeable. And he figures on making this. And there's no ball is touching. So without a ball touching, he's going to be in pretty good shape here.
He's got to come up with a shot here.
Yeah, he's got
Three's not a given.
the 1 ball.
Yeah.
He's going to make the 1 ball, and I think he goes right back into where he is right now. Hit it with a little bit of something, and you got to figure on getting a shot. I don't. He'd be a little bit unlucky to get stuck. Or I thought he had a bigger angle to where he couldn't go around, but he went around, and that's.
Is he stuck?
He has to shoot the 13, I think.
Can he shoot the 6?
Yeah, he can shoot the 6. It was his break ball, but I don't even know if he can shoot that. It's he must be able to, because that's what he's looking at. The 3 is going to be his break ball then. So he's got to get on the other side of that rack to clear some of these other balls. So he's got the 4, and then he's going to use the 13 to get onto the other side of the rack, I think. Because once he gets, you saw him looking at the 11. Once he gets to there, you just move one or two of those balls. Everything's gonna clear. Heck, that 212 might even go. That may be what he's gonna play. But I doubt it. Maybe.
The 11, the 11. What is that? The 9?
Yeah, the 11 and the 9
he's
is what
going
he
for
was
the 11
playing
right
for.
now.
But I was saying the 212 is awful close to dead, and he missed it. He spun that. Did you see that?
Wow.
He twisted it, and he
Took
he missed
off.
it. Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's life for Brandon.
Yeah.
This could be his last chance.
Well, he's got to figure that it is.
8 balls.
He's down 136.
137.
137. Hi, I'm bad at adding.
22.
To 78.
Yeah, he's down 5 racks in a few.
Yep. And even though this isn't hard, your first shot shooting over a ball could be, it doesn't make it flow so well for you. Yeah, you can tell he's just not quite.
Yep. He didn't want to have that angle on
No,
that shot.
no. He was playing for the 2. And he overhit it.
You could probably get away with this, though. Whip it. You know, go one side to the other, play the 2 without hitting the 3. You might be able to whip it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Either that or you got to play the 5. You know,
I
drop it in 3 rails for the 9 and try and come up with a shot on the 9.
yeah, that's what I think you have to do. Because I don't like taking a chance on maybe I nick that 3 and I make it impossible. Because at the worst, if you get straight in on the 9, you just roll it forward and play the 2 on the side. You know, it's not. And I like drawing this 2 rails rather than going.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what he did.
He got straight in, but it's okay.
Well, you got to roll down and get a good angle on the 2.
Yeah.
And the trouble is, you're going to be shooting the 2 probably
Off
from
the rail.
the rail.
Yeah, you are, but you know, at this point, you're happy to have a shot.
Dennis Orculo is at 147 against Jason Shaw, who's at 109. I don't know who's at the table. That's AB 1980. Thank you, AB 1980, for the update.
Getting there.
Yeah, they're you know, it's
150 is too much, man.
well,
For TV.
not when they're in the groove. We're just told that this is kind of a long game, and it's playing that way right now. But when these guys are in the groove, as you can see with David, you know, he started to play and once you start getting in that groove and running some balls, then it goes really fast. But this one has been a dogfight. You know, like Danny has said, it's grueling. It's a nail biter. It was a nail biter. and now he's got a nice shot here. He's off the rail a little bit. You can stop this and you'd be perfect. Yeah, well, just he rolled up a little bit, but he's still pretty good.
Still okay. He should survive
He's
this.
still pretty good. So you like one railing this to the bottom rail? Do you like drawing it with
I almost never
outside English?
I almost
and
never like going one rail.
Yeah, me too. But do you like drawing it with outside English and going to the side rail and spinning back up? That's what he liked.
Yeah, you could do that when the ball's that close to the rack, I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I like too.
Drop it in the middle. Nice shot.
Yeah. Thanks. I did that one good.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So now it's 137 to 84.
I got to thank the people at Shown Cues for helping me out and sending me over here, and that was nice of them. And for that, I managed to not come in last place.
I probably did.
Money well spent.
Well, I really like following this one. I mean, it really makes it. You whack into the rack and it loops a little bit.
Just a solid little jab, right?
It's a really nice shot on this because you're going to hit that top ball on the top side of it.
They tend to open on both sides of the rack.
And you'll
and you kill the cue ball.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or as they say in Italian, giusto like that.
So that's perfect. You know, and you notice he didn't have to hit it very hard.
And going into this rack, he needs 66, which is just shy of 5 racks. He's capable of doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Or putting together a brace of 30s. You know, that's
Yeah, you don't have to. You know, you have a big chunk like that. You don't have to get it back in
Yeah.
one turn either.
uh-huh.
You know, you can go ahead and whittle a little bit. What you can't do is miss.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a shot that was. That was not
Yeah.
good.
What you can't do is miss or
Yeah.
you know, lose your turn somehow.
What is this? What's going on here? I don't know about the last few shots. He could have played that 7. I think the 7 was positionally correct.
Yeah,
And
but you know what? Sometimes,
you go with a feel.
yeah, and when things aren't going well, you end up just saying, "I'm just gonna start shooting like I play 9-ball, and just make balls, not 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 worry about things so much." And that may be the kind of frame of mind he's in a little bit here. Oh boy. He's just not getting where he wants to be most of the time, you know.
The 5 is not a good ball to work with at any time in this rack. So he does good to get rid of it pretty soon.
Yep.
You can't use it as a key ball.
Well, I think you don't even want to be the ball before either. So
That's what
it'd be good to shoot it now.
You mean the ball before the key
Like-
ball?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, everything's
like
near
now.
rails. Yeah.
Like now.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you-
like now. You know?
When? Yeah, I get you. 66, 54.
Did I say you may want to shoot it now?
Maybe. We have a score in the Nick Vandenberg game, AB 1980. Tells us it's 66-54, Nick over John Schmidt.
What was the score?
66-54, Nick Vandenberg over John Schmidt.
Well, that's got to be a tough, grueling match then too, because boy, both of those guys run a ton of balls, and they've been playing as long as this match has been playing.
Yeah, and they're nowhere near.
And they're nowhere near anywhere. And,
Yeah.
and they're playing on
Easier
they're,
tables.
They're playing on the Brunswick table, so there must be a lot of safety play in that one.
Could be.
That's the only way you can have that, right? Or,
This is maybe
unless somebody's gone backwards too a
Yeah.
bunch too. But I got to figure that they're playing a lot of safeties. Well, he's good here.
Yep.
You know, he listened to you. He shot that 5-ball just the way you said, and he came 2 rails, cleared the other side of the table, and then got perfect on the ball by the rail, which I like, and ended up with a nice, fine break shot. And he's down 137 to 98.
84.
No, it'd be 98.
Oh, okay. They didn't put it up.
Yeah.
Somebody at Large 9 just posted that Nick Vandenberg and Schmidt have only 120 points after more than 2 hours.
Yeah, it's got to be a safety battle because both of those guys, they play, they don't play real slow. And
Schmidt doesn't.
and-
Schmidt's very fast.
No, I said that they don't play slow, and they both run balls. So you
Yeah.
got to figure that there's a lot of safety.
Yeah.
I don't know how else you do that, unless they both started minus 100.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's got to draw this. I figure that he's going to probably even power it, but he doesn't have to. He
Yeah,
could
you
he
could
could
stun
soft
this.
he could
Yeah,
soft draw this too. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's hard enough. Yeah.
That's perfect.
And no shot. That's your reward.
Well, he's got that. He's
Yeah,
got
that
that
does.
13 ball.
The only
but-
thing I don't like about the 13 is the tendency for the cue ball to get turned loose. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
I think you have no choice in this.
Oh, I
you know.
agree. I agree. That's a
There's-
shot.
That's what you got.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the problem with this. It's not always ideal. You know what? You know what's close is that 114 into the 15. As crazy as that looks, it's probably pretty close.
Yeah.
But you got to shoot the 13.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit it. That was good.
There must be a lot of misses. Mickey Pool 11 says he thinks that John Schmidt is under the weather. So they must be going back and forth.
Oh, maybe.
That doesn't sound like...
I saw him at lunch, and he didn't look like he was sick, but he probably is now.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that Nick Vandenberg can really play. I mean, like I said, he just had that match that he ran 139 and out. And, you know, he's in the earlier part of the tournament, he ran 136. So he runs balls.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saving the 7 ball, and that looks good. I don't know if he can see that ball, but he can see the 15. And now he's going to shoot the 8. I like shooting the 6 in here too. You got to shoot that 6 right next, and then if you're going to shoot that, you might as well clear the 2. So he's probably going to go at the 5 here, right?
Oh, get rid of after the 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Yeah. He's leaving that 5 for the key. It's on the wrong side of the table. You got to come out perfect off this 14 now.
Yeah. Well, he must have looked at that angle because it was
perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You know, and it was easy.
Yeah.
You know, that was the nice part about that is that if you can make things basically stop and small stun shots at the last few balls, that's wonderful. That's what we all look for.
Alex Pagulon and Corey Dula tied at 103.
Corey's playing well too, and Alex always plays well. Corey ran 100. I blew the lag. Broke him and he ran 100 on me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he kept on going. He ran 140. So Corey's playing pretty good. And Corey plays like the old time players, you know, where
he's always been like that. It's like he never played like a young person.
Yeah.
He always played like he had a ton of experience.
Yep.
Even when he was a kid.
Yeah. Well, he's still a kid.
Well,
uh-oh. I think
he's
you can
got
see
it.
the 5 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Well, meanwhile,
he dropped 4 balls on that break.
Brandon
by the
is
way.
at 112, 137 to 112, and now he's got
He dropped 3 balls on
a
the
flow.
break.
Yeah, yeah. In a lot of ways, I just assumed those balls stayed right by the pocket.
Well, you can't. You got to cash him in.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. But if this ball froze up to that 3 ball, he'd be in trouble. Anyway, he's got a shot. Oh, I don't like going into them right there.
He didn't.
Well, I don't like trying to go into
Yeah.
him right there either, because he could have. he could have played into that 3 ball or the 11
He could
ball
have
at some
maneuvered. He
point.
could have maneuvered.
Yeah, he didn't need
Yeah.
to. That's impatience. That's impatience. And he made a good shot to get back
Yep.
into the line. But even those 2 balls cost you a little bit of, just because that ball that he just shot, the 9 ball on the rail, that was an easy ball to get on those balls.
To get on the 3 to break them. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have to get on it perfect, whereas it was so easy to just stop it right there.
Yeah.
And you might not get on it perfect. See, this is going to cost him. Not cost him the game. That just cost him the game.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't missed the 5 ball yet.
He doesn't have the. What is that? That's the 1 ball.
1 ball. He hasn't missed it yet.
Yeah, he hasn't missed it. But even if he makes it, what does he do?
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, this is done. Yeah, he has a shot at the 5. Yeah. Now he's going to get through this rack, but this cost him
No.
getting a break shot because he still doesn't have anything to shoot at.
The 11's no good?
No, the 11, the 3 is, but he's going to have to shoot it, and that means he's got to make something with the 6 and the 4.
Unless he's able to kick something out now.
Yeah.
What kind of angle he's got.
But he's got 5 balls to do it with. That gets to be
Oh, he's up against it.
tougher
yeah.
and tougher.
And that's straight. Hey, AB 1980. I didn't count him out. I got blamed for your call.
Yeah, that was me, and I did, and
I think you were right in the
It will
message
take
you were
some-
trying to convey.
it.
You were right in that. That was a mistake going in like that.
Yeah.
Letting himself get stuck.
It's a mistake, and I maybe it won't cost him the match, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. He's got to bunt it now. He's going to draw back into the 4 and hit it. But
Jason Shaw just won against Dennis Orculo.
oh, that's good. That's a good win because he was down, right?
Yeah.
Right? He was
Yeah.
down like 140 to 100.
Yeah.
Of course, Jason's very capable.
Oh, what a monster.
Yeah, he is. Well, I don't know that the 2 is a. It looks like it's too close
on
to
the
the rail.
Yeah.
I don't think that he can play that, and he's running out of options
Yep.
here. I mean,
think you
like
have
real
to play
fast.
the 2 here. Come around the rail, come around the table on the 11. Wow, I don't know what he's thinking.
I don't know what he's got here. I don't like any of it.
Nope.
Well, the big thing is, don't make a mistake. Even if you only run these balls, you get into a safety battle. Maybe you win that and you get back to running the tables. Because I don't know that he's going to get a break shot out of this. You make the 11, make the 4, and shoot the 14 on the side. The 2 and get the 14 on the side. I think that's about as good an option as he has. You like anything else?
No, I think you're right. What else did he have?
Well, what's he doing here?
I don't know. Maybe he's figuring where's the best place to shoot the 2 from.
Well. Oh, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Well, there's a break shot
Don't miss
now.
the ball.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you do, you can always go ahead and play safe. But now you're in real trouble. My prediction may come true. I'm as good as Karnak.
Nobody knows who Karnak is anymore.
That's good.
It's a character Johnny Carson used to play, a prognosticator. Is that the word?
Yeah, maybe. The Magnificent,
The
right?
mystic, yes.
The Mystic.
It's good.
Yeah, it's perfect. I mean,
Now he needs less than a rack.
it looks like a bathroom break.
Okay.
Well,
Them. I thought you meant you.
It should be. What was it going in? It should be like 124 to 139. That sound right? Somewhere around there. 139.
Let me get
So
back on the table. over here.
He's going to need 11, maybe. He's not going to need a full rack.
Yeah, he needed 13 going in. So he needs 11, and Shuff had one. Wow, I didn't realize he was that close. 124.
Yeah, that's what
Wait
I'm
a minute.
saying.
Did he put his score up?
He put his score up.
Oh.
Yeah, but he didn't put his score up. So
Oh.
I think Alcaide.
Alcaide.
Yeah, I messed up that. Sorry about that. He's at 139 because he just made those two balls.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to hit this with a fair amount of power. If he can hit the last three on the right-hand side of the rack, he should come out, spin up the table. Just like that.
Yep.
And he's
Still
got
gotta-
stuck.
still come up with a shot.
Got to
Nine
make
it-
the 9 on the side.
That's it.
And no picnic to do that.
That's
but
right.
But it's makeable, and he figures on making it.
He needs 10.
He doesn't have to cream it though.
Nope, not at all.
All he has to do is make it.
Come off that 3 fairly like a normal human being.
Yep. But at this point in the match, there are nerves that come up here. The last time he was at the table, he twisted that 11 ball, right?
Yeah.
And so it's possible to, things happen. But
I think he was trying to clear a position. He put a little English on the ball. He put too much.
right, yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. When you have to do something, you could do a little too much. And yeah, I don't like hitting it with a low ball.
No, I think you only have to roll into that.
Roll into it soft.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh, he's controlling.
But-
He's
but
bumping
he-
the 5 down.
But if the 5 went in, that
I
would have been
know,
disastrous.
I know. Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to figure to just stay in line and make balls. That's from here. That's all he doesn't need to care about a break shot. In fact, shoot them all if you can. All he's got to do is stay in line. I would go up to the side pocket, and have those, have those 2 balls up there, because you can always come back down to these. You have to do anything special. Oh my goodness. You don't have to go into balls. I mean, not right now.
Wow, that was a tragedy.
Well, it got him a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Because, Just making balls is all he needs to do.
Yep.
Now he might have to shoot. Might have to shoot that 6 in the corner.
Does he have the
That's
combination on the 12-3?
not exactly what you want to shoot. I don't. Yeah, he does, but I mean, I don't want to shoot that.
No.
And I don't know that he can make the 7. If he can, he's got to shoot the 6 or the 12, whatever that is. That 14. I think
Oh,
he's
he's
got to
got
shoot the 6.
He's got it.
But man, it's still,
Yeah.
for my money, it's not what I want to shoot right now.
Nailed it.
He hit it perfect.
That's
yeah.
it. Well, wait a minute. He's still got one more hurdle.
He is going to have to get a couple balls out of that pile, and that aren't open. But
He needs 7 from here.
right, he
He
needs
picks-
to get 2 out of this group,
Yeah.
and there's no sense in moving them until you need them. Just about, and that might even be a dead combination on that 15-8.
Yeah.
But
he's not. There's a lot of distance.
But
He's not gonna-
I think that he's going to shoot this ball on the side and then shoot the 13 to bump those balls.
Yeah.
And that's the right thing to do. You're only going to need a few balls.
Pagulon Dueler at 103 each. That was AB 1980. Thank you for the update. DJ Yadj1 said, "Where can we
That
see
just-
these updates?" I'm being given updates by some of the players.
That just finished it. He's got 3 balls open, and,
Yeah.
and they're all out there. That's all he needs.
He needs 4.
3.
He needed 11
Oh, 4.
going in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
he needs
4.
3.
Yeah.
1.
But they're all open.
Yeah.
And he's... I don't know if he knows he only needs a couple, because
Yeah, he looked to see if the 3 went.
okay.
He just checked the score. He glanced over, gave it a fast count. And this should do it. That's it. Match over. David Alcaide just defeated Brandon Shuff.
Yep, that was a good match.
150 to 124. Very gritty, but he pulled it out. And I want to thank Dr. Bob Mendengian and our host room
Thank you, Danny, for having me.
and for running the event, Diamond Billiards, and this was a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
You got a high rush? Either one of you have a high rush?
Fucking ball is right here, touching the fucking line. Like that.
Right?
Then they're like, it's good.
That's good what?
No, and they're like, it's good. It's touching. It's okay. You know, and then they
Yeah, but the
rack.
rack will hit it.
That's what I'm saying. And then they went like this, like that.
That's not.
And Peter racked them and did that. Right there. You know what I'm saying? Just put it up let it be out.
Well,
You see,
actually, you're supposed to measure with that.
it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is if something's touching this line, it's in.
Right.
It's
well,
that simple.
Well, it depends. You gotta put the ball in the
No,
rack.
I'm just saying,
Okay,
for common sense purposes, everyone knows
I
that.
understand that, but an official measure
Yeah,
is
he
not
was-
by
he
the
was-
line, it's by
He
putting
was
the
out
ball
of, he
in the
was
rack.
out of line too. He would have had to play a breakout shot. And, I mean, he was fortunate to have him leave that ball right there. It was like a fucking cupcake. Anyway.
All right, your wild man here. Oh, is this Neil's fan? Thanks for joining us here on InsidePool.tv. Make sure you check out InsidePoolMag.com. Check out about the venue rewards system we're doing, spot on. So that's about it. Check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/InsidePoolMag. Great to see everybody out there on the chat. And we will be back with the next match, I'm guessing pretty quickly here. So stay tuned, my friend. You're watching the Billiard Channel.